guys, these are basically 10 skills. 10 skills that guys need to have by 30. I'm going to go over the first 5, then there's going to be a second video of the next 5. The first one up is very important. It's financial literacy. My guys out here, we need to know financial literacy, because this is not something they teach in school. In schools, they only teach how to count money, but they're not teaching financial literacy. You need to know how to save, how to invest, and how to budget. How to save, how to invest, and how to budget. I'm going to tackle savings first. When it comes to savings, there's that famous report that Americans don't even have $1,000 in their bank account, God forbid, of an emergency. Maybe they even want to take a road trip, something, and they can't pay it because they do not have the funds to do it. So saving is always important, but a lot of people like to spend money because they like the dopamine hit of spending it, but they don't like to save it because people feel it's boring. It's a mindset thing. Then number 2, investing. Investing is probably even more important than saving. Investing, you have to start it at a younger age, and you can see your returns fly up. Investing is something that needs to be taught at 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, all the way up to 18. So that way, the account can start going up. And investing is a beautiful thing, okay? Because especially we're living in the era where you can invest now in startups, you can invest in movie projects, you can invest in different Kickstarters. There's different ways to invest. Then also as well, one of the number 1 ways, budgeting. Budgeting is important, because if you're going over your budget, then something is wrong. You need to set a goal of, let's say, a budget of, let's say, 100 a week on this, 100 a week on that, and stick to the budget. Because when you go over your budget, it's not a good thing. Then that means you might have to skip here, you might have to take money from here, do this here. These are the 3 things that you got to know. Saving, investing, and budgeting. It's highly important. Number 2, effective communication. Guys, I hear all the time, ladies is always saying that we don't communicate effectively and all this stuff. And communicating effectively is not just for the ladies, but it's also for friendships. It's also for family. It's also for anybody. Communication is key. And verbal communication, written communication, body communication, it all counts. Okay, these are skills that you should have learned, because when it comes to verbal communication, you know, it says a lot. If I'm looking at you man to man, face to face, you know, you're going to see what I'm going to say and you're going to respond back. But if I'm talking nonsense or my words is incoherent and not making sense, you're going to be like, yeah, I'm not messing with that dude. He don't know what he's talking about. Also as well, when it comes to body language could give away a lot. Believe it or not. Body language can give away a lot. Then, number 3, when it comes to written communication, probably one of the most important, fellas, it is imperative that our written communication is on point, because written communication is done through emails, maybe through sending a letter, maybe if you're a social media creator or something, your written communication has to be on point. And especially in today's era where there's less excuses, because you got ChatGPT, you got Grammarly that could clean up all the mistakes. You're without excuse today. So written communication is key. Number 3 is critical thinking. I'm not going to spend long on this one, but critical thinking, fellas. You always have to have the mind churning. What if? How did that happen? Why did it happen? Critically think. Have the mind going. You know, think about things in a different light, in a different aspect, in a different possibility. Okay. Number four is time management. Guys, you have to know how to manage your time. We all have the same 24 hours in a day. And yes, I know there's going to be those people, oh, half of it is spent traveling, half of it is spent working. That's beautiful. But to people that's wasting time, knowing that you're trying to accomplish a goal and the goal is not yet accomplished because you're wasting time doing other stuff that don't matter, spending time on social media, not spending time working out, not spending time trying to better yourself, or when all you're doing is wasting time sitting in the house playing the P5 and all that stuff, you are wasting precious time, because time is one of the assets that we all get and we can never get back because we waste plenty of it. So time management is important. And then numero cinco, number 5. It is important, guys. Execution is important. Because you can have the best car on the market, but if you can't execute, then it meant nothing. If you can't get the car out to the consumers, to the public in a fast enough time, then you lost the battle. If there's someone that you're interested in, and you was like, yeah, I'm not going to ask, oh, I'm too shy, this and that, then all of a sudden, and whatnot, here comes Romeo swooping in because he executed. He did what you didn't want to do. So fellas, we have to stop being scared and execute. Execute any plan in life, whether the plan is to be better and get good grades, you got to execute. Whether the plan is to get yourself a car, come up with a plan, execute. So these are the first 5 skills that guys should know by 30. The next 5 is coming.